Hello, grade 12. Now, we are done with Act 3 and with your quizzes yesterday, I hope. And it's time for us to start Act 4. And the scene it starts with is one of the most interesting scenes, one of the most interesting episodes in all the play. Because in this episode, Macbeth meets our beautiful witches, right? Your favorite characters. Now, today we're not going to meet Macbeth at all. We are only going to meet our witches, okay? And here we are. First task for us to do is to read lines 1 through 47 of Act 4, Scene 1. And what is going on there? You're not going to listen to these lines right now. You're going to take your time and read them. I guess I will give you like 7 to 10 minutes for that. So press pause and spend your time reading the lines. Pause now. Now, you read that the witches are doing something. Okay, obviously, they are casting spells and they're throwing something in their bubbling cauldron. Okay, and it's most likely that they're making a potion or like a poisonous drink or whatever. The thing is that this potion never really plays a role in the play itself. Okay, so they're just doing something to spend their time on stage. And again, this episode is believed to be added to the play later. Why? Because most likely, you remember last week I already asked you why the producers of 17th century theater might have asked another writer to add some lines, some episodes with the witches to the play, and most likely it was because the audience really enjoyed the comic relief that these witches also brought to stage. You see, Shakespearean witches, the witches that Shakespeare created in the play, in the beginning of Macbeth, Act 1, Scene 1, they are not that funny, right? But the witches that were added later, they are rather comic, like funny characters, okay? And whatever they do on stage is really amazing and entertaining. And even now in this episode, they're throwing different things in the cauldron while making or cooking or boiling this potion. You remember Harry Potter and this potion master, potion teacher, Professor Severus Snape. Okay, so these ladies now are doing something similar to that potion making course. Now, analyze the witch's words in these lines, okay, and list the ingredients that they use for their charm. What exactly are they doing on stage while delivering these lines, these words and couplets, and what is Hecate's reaction to their work? Okay, is she pleased with their work or not? So, again, you're going to spend your time, like about 10 minutes to look at the ingredients and write them down in this table. So you will need to draw this table in your notebooks, okay? So for example, first witch's ingredients would be, okay, her list is the shortest, just poisoned entrails, because here she says, "In the poisoned entrails go, told that under cold stone, days and nights has 31 sweltered venom slipping gut, boil thou first is the charmed pot." Okay, so she only threw two main ingredients: poisoned entrails. I don't know, maybe they were poisoned and that's why they were blue in color, okay, and also a toad, poisonous toad, from whose body the poison goes in form of sweat through the pores, like sweltering venom, sleeping God. If you read the footnote here, sweltered venom, sleeping God, has made or produced poison by exuding it like sweat. Okay, so this is her contribution to the common work. Okay, now what are the ingredients that second and third witches threw in the pot? These are up for you to find. Okay, again, 7 or 10 minutes for you to find the ingredients. And another question, what is Hecate's reaction to their work? You remember that last time Hecate was pretty upset, or rather pretty angry with these three witches because they didn't include her in their entertainment with delivering Macbeth his destiny. Okay, but now Hecate in line 39 she says, "Oh, well done, I commend your pains, and everyone shall share in the gains. And now about the cauldron, sing like elves and fairies in a ring, enchanting all that you put in." Okay, so now she is happy with their work, and she feels like she is also invited to the party, if we can say so. Okay, so now Double Trouble. This interesting part. You will notice, because in our next lesson we will watch the stage performance of this scene, and you will notice that this Double Trouble part, this potion making part, is not included, or even if it is included, it's only partially. And if you watch different representation of Double Trouble on the screen or on stage, you will find that modern directors are pretty shy of putting this part in their performance. Again, maybe because it's too entertaining for such a dramatic play as Macbeth, maybe because modern audience is, maybe disgusted with the ingredients that they throw in pot, especially with that unborn baby, right? And cut fingers, and and some people say that it may even sound pretty racist or nationalistic when it comes to throwing liver of blaspheming Jew. Okay, so, but there was another production whose producers decided to include Double Trouble into their film. Okay, so I guess you already know the name of the film, right? Just by the looking at the screen, you can say that the guy you can see there is Daniel Radcliffe, playing Harry Potter. Okay, now watch a fragment of the movie for which the producers turned the witch's charm chant into a school hymn, Hogwarts hymn. Remember Hogwarts hymn from Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban? Okay, now you will listen to it right now. So you see, the hymn of Hogwarts from the third part of Harry Potter movie is based on the witch's charm from Macbeth. It doesn't come from the book about Harry Potter, it comes from Shakespeare. And here in the movie you could only hear the chorus and just one stanza, while if you listen to the motion picture soundtrack you can hear that this hymn is much longer there, and the only parts that they excluded from it completely, as far as I remember, were the parts again about the Jews and about unborn babies. That part is not included in the hymn of Hogwarts. So for certain reason, I guess. Now Then let's discuss if it was a good idea to include the witch's charm into this movie. Why do you think the producers used this text from Macbeth for a completely different story? Your ideas. I don't know, maybe you see, like it's obvious that the story is about school of magic. You know, they are somehow related to witchcraft and wizardry, and the Macbeth story is also a part of that literature related to witchcraft and wizardry. So it's, you know, I guess producers just found that this charm could work as him, and they turned. So it was pretty entertaining in Macbeth, and it still stays pretty entertaining in Harry Potter. So, or maybe there are some other reasons. So we don't know. We should ask the producers, I guess. So right now, I'm asking about your ideas. Why do you think the producers included this text? Okay, now language secrets for us. Assonance and alliteration. Assonance and alliteration are the tools Shakespeare uses in the Witches episode in Act 4, Scene 1. First of all, you need to find the definitions of these language tools. What is assonance and what is alliteration? Then you will look at the text again, these lines 1 through 47, and you will find some examples of assonance and alliteration in the witches lines. Okay, you can start doing it right now, and you can keep it as a part of your homework. Okay, although your main homework will be this. Okay, you will read and listen and summarize Act 4 and Scene 1. So track 18 will help you. You remember that you can read and listen together. Okay, so, and this is all for today, I believe. See you tomorrow.